Okay, today we have to clean the kitchen. It is terrible. So I'm going to show you our before and I'm going to show you our after. And maybe some in between if I can figure out how to do a time lapse so you don't have to watch us clean the kitchen. Are you ready for the before? It's pretty bad. Of course, Bentley is already trying to help get things out of here. These jugs are from our water challenge, so they have to kind of stay on the counter, but most of the other stuff should be going. Coffee is needing to be cleaned. And then, because of all of our snow we have a lovely pile of shoes. There was more socks, but I got those cleaned up already. So, we're going to mop because, again, snow, we have lots of mud and gross stuff on the floor. So we're going to clean the whole kitchen from top to bottom and hopefully get it nice and fresh since we're starting following Fly Lady, and I'll have another video about that. We're gonna use Fly Lady's routines and zones and keep our house in order and clean so that we can have company whenever we want. We're gonna show you our process. Okay, so we cleaned the table and scrubbed the table, and then we moved all of the stuff off this end of the counter onto the table so that we can scrub the counters. And now I'm going to clean the coffee pot. So I clean it kind of an old-fashioned way. I just soap and water the basket for the filter, the actual carafe, and wipe down the outside. And then I put about 6 or 7 cups of just regular distilled white vinegar in there and run it through once, dump that pot back into the water tank and run it through again, and then I run several clean water batches through it to get all of the vinegar out, and it helps to just freshen it up, and any kind of stuff that's stuck to the parts on the inside will come loose with that vinegar, and it will deodorize the coffee pot and anything around it. So that's just my tip on how to clean a coffee pot inexpensively, but check your coffee pot manufacturer booklet to make sure it won't mess yours up, but I do it with all of them and haven't had any issues yet. Alright, we'll bring you back in a little bit. I just had to video this sweet girl who's trying to help me. She is severely avoiding a nap, but she's really enjoying helping Mama clean the counter. And for anybody concerned, I'm no more than a foot away from her in this thing, or one of the other kids is usually right next to her, just out of view of the camera when I can't be right next to her. So no worries about her falling out. We don't normally put her up here, just we're trying to sweep, and we have Bentley running around and he might take off with her. So we're right with her, and she's just as safe as can be, and she is watching the coffee pot clean. Apparently she really enjoys that. So another thing that I wanted to show is hopefully it's not too bright, is my windowsill over the sink. We have all kinds of stuff that collects there. I have my brushes for my cast iron over here, and I have that I just set there to clean the counter. A birthday candle from December 2nd on Bentley's birthday. You probably can't see right here, but there's apple seeds. We put bottles up here because I don't want Bentley's bottles washed with greasy food. Paintbrushes from before Christmas. So I need to get all that cleaned off of there and find the solution for that stuff, because it drives me nuts when you drive up to the house and you see all that junk in the window. Another thing that I wanted to mention, some people probably don't think about this, and I didn't think about it for a long time, but washing your dish rack. Every once in a while, you want to put it in the hot soapy water and really scrub that, because you're putting your clean dishes in there, and as we all know, little fingers like to touch it, and it's on the counter, so food, probably gets dropped on there, and things like that. So just stick it down in your hot soapy water and scrub it a little, and you'll be good to go. We've had this one for quite a while, and it's stayed pretty good since I've been cleaning it often and trying to keep it in good shape. So next, we'll be showing you how we clean the microwave. With 5 kids, our microwave gets gross in a hurry. So we'll discuss how to clean that here in a little bit. Okay, ignore the kid screaming in the background. He wants to wear wool socks and his brother's boots down the basement steps. Anyway, this is probably everybody's most embarrassing part of their kitchen, I would think, if you have a lot of kids. But I'm going to show it to you before it's cleaned. And we clean it probably about every week, every other week, depending on what's going on. So here you go, the scary microwave. There it is. Lots of spaghetti sauce and probably melted butter, boiled over soup, and the really scary top. I don't know why they won't use the covers I have on their plates when they put them in there. It's kind of old, so it does have those weird, like, burn marks on the sides. But we are going to clean it today, and I'm going to show you how to clean it super quick and easy. Okay, so I took the tray out in the little wheelie thing and put them in hot soapy water in the sink to soak. We do not have a dishwasher. Well, we have dishwashers. We have a few of dishwashers. However, they like to complain. We need an upgrade, I think, because I can't handle the complaining dishwasher. Anyway, they're in the hot soapy water. Don't pour your vinegar out from your coffee pot cleaning and waste it. It's inexpensive, but if you can keep using it throughout the day for cleaning projects, don't need to waste it. So I poured it in a heat-safe, microwave-safe mug, and actually you can see some of the stuff that came out of the coffee pot. That discoloration in the vinegar is what was in the second round of cleaning with that vinegar. So it just goes to show it does get stuff out of there. We're going to clean the wheelie thing in the tray and put them back in there, and then we're going to put this mug of distilled white vinegar in there for, I usually do about, if it's hot out of the coffee pot like it is, probably about a minute and a half, and let it steam up in there, and then leave the door shut when the microwave stops for another 2 minutes or so, and then have your hot soapy rag or a magic eraser sponge, whatever you like to clean with, have that ready, and carefully open the door and remove this hot mug. Be careful, it's very hot. And start scrubbing away, and it usually comes right off, other than obviously the burned on like spaghetti rings or whatever's in there. You might have to scrub a little harder at that. But we're going to go ahead and do ours and come back and show you our final result. Okay, so the vinegar has been in the microwave for a few minutes. So we're going to carefully remove it. And again, still not going to waste it. What I did was the remainder of the vinegar that was in the coffee pot that I did not use in the cup, I poured into my well, not so much soapy anymore, but hot soapy water sink. So we're going to go ahead and just pour this in there too. Because we're just, scrubbing counters and cabinets and appliances. So anyway, put your unused vinegar in there, and as you run your clean water through your coffee pot, when you dump that carafe of hot water, go ahead and dump it into your hot soapy water, and you don't have to keep rerunning your hot water from the tap, which uses your electric. And if you pay a water bill, we have a well, but if you pay a water bill, you're just kind of wasting water. So dump it in there, and it'll keep refreshing your water for you. So we're going to take out the tray in the little spinner thing, and we're going to rinse those and put them in the drying rack, and we're going to start scrubbing the mess, and then we'll show you our final inside results. Okay, microwave is clean. We did our microwaving the vinegar, then I used the hot rag that I had soaking in the soapy hot vinegar coffee water, and it scrubbed up probably in about 2 minutes. We got the whole inside done, other than, like I said, this is kind of an old microwave, so some of it is just burn type marks or overheated marks. So it's all nice and fresh, and while I was wiping it down on the inside, I went ahead and wiped the outside down, unplugged it, turned it around, wiped anything off the back, scrubbed the counters underneath and the backsplash. Found some interesting things under the microwave that we've been missing for a few days, so that was, kind of cool to find some stuff we thought we had lost. And now I'm going to move on to cleaning the stove. Okay, it's stove and vent hood cleaning time. We have this lovely glass top stove, which is great if you boil things over. However, it's sometimes kind of difficult to clean it. So we're not going to do it in the oven today, which it's not that terribly bad. I just need to clean the grates and change out the foil liners in the bottom and scrub the door, but we're going to save that for tomorrow. But we're going to take off our knobs, put those in our sink full of water, and I'm going to use the vinegar water from the sink, a magic eraser, and a little dish wand with our dish soap that we use. And we're going to scrub, get the knobs all scrubbed up, work on the vent hood. As most people know, that's not the most fun job because they're usually a little bit oily and hard to get stuff off of, but we're going to do our best, and like the Fly Lady recommends, we're only going to spend about 15 minutes on this today, and I think really we won't even need that much time because it's not that bad since we wipe it down every day. We just don't scrub. Okay, we're done cleaning up the vent hood, the stove top, and the door. It took less than 15 minutes, and now I'm going to move on to the windowsill and behind the sink faucet. Here's another Fly Lady tip I have learned. Shine your sink. Every night before you go to bed, shine your sink. Wash your dishes, hide your dishes, put them in the dishwasher and run it while you're asleep, and shine your sink, which just means wash it out a little bit, dry it, so that in the morning you have a fresh start. The first time you do this, she has detailed instructions on how to sanitize your sink and how to get rid of like hard water spots. So that's what I'm going to do today, is just kind of a refresher for the hard water spots. So I wet the sink and then I sprinkled in just some old store brand baking soda, and I'll scrub it with my magic eraser, and then I'll show you the result. Look at this sink. Super shiny. Just baking soda. I used a Mr. Clean sponge or magic eraser. You can just use a rag and just lots of elbow grease, scrub it up, and if you do it about once a week, it's really not that bad. And you'll have a nice shiny sink to start your day off every day. Hey, I forgot to mention before I cleaned it, the utensil holder, if you have one on your counter, don't forget about once a week or so maybe to empty it out, clean it with hot soapy water, dry it really good, and then stick your things back in there, because we all know we have all kinds of stuff on our hands when we reach in to grab something real quick, and crumbs fall in and stuff gets splattered on the side. So just be mindful once a week or so maybe to run it through the dishwasher or stick it in your hot soapy dishwater and just give it a good wash. Alright, our next 15-minute task is this microwave cart that sits by the door that collects everything that pretty much doesn't belong in the kitchen. We're going to clean it off, get it organized, and probably throw most of this stuff away. Okay, we took everything off, wiped it down really good. I did not go into the drawers or that cabinet. They've already been done. That's just kind of a junk drawer that's semi-organized. And that holds napkins and some cast iron. So I'm not worried about going into those. But it took us about maybe 5 minutes to wipe it all down, throw away old paperwork, shred things, make a pile for the filing cabinet, and get everything back in its right baskets or piles to go wherever it needed to go. Homeschool shelf most likely is where most of it's going to go. So, not too bad to get that organized. That's our lunch mess. We're still eating on that, so ignore that. Okay, you know how some people have those robotic vacuums, and now I think they have one out that kind of mops for you also. And they're just kind of regular old black or silver. They redock themselves to recharge. And they're kind of expensive, but they're pretty good if you can afford one, I guess. But I have my own version, and it's a super cute version, and its name is Zachary. And he does a great job of mopping. I got it all swept and ready for him, and he's going to mop the floors for us. Okay, here's our clean kitchen. We have a few things out car seat and diaper bag. Things ready for our early morning tomorrow. Floor's been mopped, tables scrubbed, counters, everything taken off and cleaned, microwave clean, organization. We got the stove cleaned. Of course, then I made dinner, so I'm going to have to scrub it down probably again tomorrow because I had to fry some stuff. The last of the dishes are done so that our sink is shined. I did not get a chance yet to work on those hard water spots in this sink, but I will do that tomorrow. But you can see what it will look like on this side once I get it done. The windowsill is still clutter-free. Let's hope it tries to stay that way. We've got homemade bread we made today, so there'll be a recipe coming up for that. And it's still out along with some honey butter for breakfast or packed lunches tomorrow. As we have a long day tomorrow, so I'm glad I got this done today. I even got the appliances wiped down, the pantry wiped down, and everything's ready to go. All I have to do is organize inside some pantry shelves and things like that, and my kitchen will be nice and in order. I hope you enjoyed this video.